For a couple of seconds, I stay silent, incredulous. It seems that your treatment worked. I finally said, grateful, still looking at the spot. But of course, I have experience healing myself, answered the girl, closing her eyes and inflating her chest to show her pride. I'm prideful right now. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. You're expecting a lot from this girl cat you just met.
I know, at first I was expecting her to get naked or have some kind of special magic.
I was like, I was expecting something extraordinary. Oh, now I'm expecting something extravagant from a woman you just met who was a cat, now is a woman.
I know, I think that's pretty extraordinary.
I know, I mean, come on, that'd be an awesome power. Oh, whoosh, like Harry Potter style when McGonagall was a cat and then she's like, whoosh, I'm human now. What's up, Harry? Anyway, I'm just saying, what she did was extraordinary to me. I mean, you thought it was extraordinary too?
Yep.
My name is Axel. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked that question. I guess it was rather rude from me, completely lacking in manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly becomes silent. At plain sight, it was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. They forgot the word A. I'm sorry. And then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs.
Just point out all the mistakes.
Yes, I will. But, they'll read it too, so they'll notice it anyway. She seemed to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to make you remember it, I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity seeing where we are. Then she looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries. No, he's just a normal idiot. She asked, narrowing her eyes as if she was trying to see the inside of my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that, I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person.
He's lucky she's not too extraordinary and could read his mind.
I know.
Earlier.
I know. You're lucky she doesn't have telepathy or anything. I omitted boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses and looks me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that stupid humans come to this forest, just like you. I tried to sound angry because look at her face. She looks angry. She then said, looking at me with rejection, Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame? I replied, feeling offended. I forgot to sound offended. Oh well. Ashley suddenly looks at me disgusted. Are you an idiot? Well, I already said that, but go ahead and say it again, Ashley. Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would be nice and peaceful, instead of this chaos that it is every year, she said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who causes all of this, I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised. I didn't read this.
Sorry. I went ahead of you.
Okay, anyway, I'll just keep going. Do you not understand, stupid human? Definitely, I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. From what? Her words take me by surprise.
Maybe from the voice.
Maybe. Huh? I exclaimed incredulously.
The voice is the forest trying to take him.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? You attack me and attack my friends only to protect us? Yes. She simply replied. At the same time, she nods filled with pride and confidence.
Maybe she's trying to get them to leave the forest.
Yeah, that's probably why she bit them. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. She's probably going to be like, how are you going to get out? I got you in. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Wait! I had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in here. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying. Yes, I tried to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly as it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little, as if she felt embarrassed of remembering. And why do you do that? I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives. What you say doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupted. The only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial. You are wrong. I am the good one. Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in hers. Ha 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 ha. I'm not good at laughing when the text comes up. I could only laugh at that comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you're good? Don't laugh. I'm only trying to protect you, replied Ashley, furious while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleased look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was the truth. She was surely a bit wrong in the head. But it's true, you have to believe me. This time she sounds really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. Ashley then stays silent, looking at me with puppy eyes. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. If you want, hold my hand. I won't harm you, she suddenly says. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I asked, just trustful, but after seeing her again, I do not think she was lying.
I think I'd be worried about him doing something strange.
Ashley nods, full of confidence. I promise you. I stare at her for a few seconds, making sure there isn't a trap. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? I ask at the same time I extend my hand. Ashley opens her eyes, surprised after hearing my question. Then she stares at me with annoyance. Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of the forest, she said, just as she takes my hand in one quick move.
We gotta find the friends first.
I then find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the melodious voice comes, I said, looking back for a second. I felt really curious about who she was. You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victims.
Oh, I was right about the voice.
Oh yeah, you were right. Think of it as a siren. Ashley explained in a bad mood, with her eyes always looking to the front. It seems she didn't get along well with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collects souls of fools? I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience when dealing with a girl.
Yeah, not offend them at every question.
Yeah. If only I were more popular. Ashley stops suddenly. She then turns at me, showing me a furious face. You idiot! I already said I'm the good one. For a moment I thought she was going to hit me on the head. But fortunately she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay. I meekly responded as if I were a scalded child. But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion in your life. You idiot, I don't eat humans, replied Ashley, ending with an arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. How many hours has he been in this forest? Anyway, sorry. Several minutes had passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I did not trust her at all. But the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I hadn't noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to the touch. I blushed just thinking about it. Even if she is a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sigh. Come on, Axel, composure, composure. With every step, the curse of the forest seemed to weaken. The atmosphere was less oppressive every minute until finally I was able to forget about that unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. The rotten smell also had disappeared without a trace. Now I could really say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful for that. Just a little more to get out, so let's keep moving. Then I set my sight on the back of Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice before it. I was really intrigued by that. Ashley stops and turns, looking at me with an angry face. Idiot, do you really think that all witches are evil? She was right. The general image of witches is not good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Then she closes her eyes, making an annoyed face. It's true that I had supernatural powers, but I never used them to do harm. Ashley lowers her sight and pauses. Suddenly she looks sad. My only sin was to be born in the time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. That explains it well. I feel that I can trust she is good. But there is still one more question. Your friends. I don't know. And how did you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes.
Did the friends leave him or something?
I thought they got separated in the forest.
I thought so too. He doesn't care if that's the case.
I know, he just wants to get out alive. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable. Almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching in the distance. So I decided to transfer my soul to it. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. Of course, we now share the body we have like a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I try to provide her with all those needs, and in return she lets me stay in her body. As she talks, she is blushing shyly. I see, I think it's a fair deal, I replied with a sincere smile. The truth is that I found it a little funny. It turns out that she is both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she wants to, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying more, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place.
3:15 a.m.